Hello and welcome. I am Mariah from Rooted Yoga Mindset Healing, and today we have about a 15-minute chair yoga. So this is coming to you if you are anyone who cannot do a full yoga sequence for one reason or another, but still want to do yoga. Also, maybe if you're just in the office sitting and you want to do some movement, break up your day a little bit. Excuse me. And so go ahead and first let's find our seat. So you're probably already in your chair. If you're not, go ahead and get there. And then we're going to start with our posture in the chair. So bringing your feet so they're flat on the floor. Your knees are about a 90-degree angle. And you're sitting towards the front of the chair. So instead of sitting back and letting yourself kind of slump back into the chair, sitting forward. Put your hands on your hips and notice where your hips are out. Are they kind of popping, your glutes popping back like this? Are you sinking forward, rounding in your stomach? And try and test that a little bit. Bring it all the way back, all the way forward. Imagine you have a big shiny belt buckle right here, and we want it to shine forward. We don't want it to shine down, and we don't want it to shine up, just forward here. So once you find that neutral pelvis and your feet are firmly on the floor, go ahead and close your eyes down. Taking some breaths into your belly. Noticing if you have any creature that has come to say hello. Bringing that breath down into your belly. Letting the to-do list, all the things that need your attention, to just be paused for right now. You can pick it up again when we're done, but pushing that pause button for right now, focusing just on breathing into your belly and feeling the weight of your body on the seat, your feet on the floor. And let's start with some gentle spinal movement. Bringing your heart, your sternum, towards the front of the room. This is like a seated cat-cow. So inhaling towards the front of the room, exhaling, rounding it. Your spine's going towards the back of the room. To your degree, your ability and mobility level. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter how far you're going or not going. As long as you're using the principles of the pose and you're feeling sensation in your spine, in your body. Your hands can be on your knees. My hand is here to demonstrate where the movement's coming from. And 2 more times. And then when you finish your last time, come back to a neutral pelvis, sitting nice and straight. Sternum is coming up, crown is coming up like you have little strings attached. Finding the seated mountain pose. Your ribs not flaring out, not hunched back. We're looking for that sternum lifting to the sky, crown lifting to the sky. Ribs are still back and in. This is a challenging pose if we don't often sit this way or stand this way. Shoulders rolled back and down, palms facing open. Feel the strong, steady energy in your body. And now place your right hand on your left knee. You can keep your left hand on your thigh or place it on your low back. Nice and gently inhale, sitting up tall. Exhaling, making the twist, nice and slow to your degree. Wherever you're at is perfect. Getting that mobility in the spine. Enlivening that information highway. Right? That's our spine, our information highway. And coming back to center and switch sides. So left hand on right knee. If you notice your knees are coming in, try to keep them pointing over your toes, right? So they're tracking over your toes, but not going in front of them. So left hand on right knee, right hand stays on the thigh or on the low back. And then you're twisting your spine, so it's coming from low back, mid back, twisting your spine to look over your right shoulder or toward the right. Your degree, your mobility. There's no right or wrong way. It's the principles of the pose, which is to have as much length as you can in the spine, and then to be rotating to the right, intending to form a twist. Keeping that belly in the breath if it's gone up high into the chest. And one more breath. And coming back to center. Great job. We're going to move into some neck circles and then shoulder circles. Neck circles, always, take responsibility for your well-being and check in with your neck as you're moving it. Any discomfort, any dizziness, make your circles smaller or just move your head side to side. So for neck circles, we're going to go really a small circle until you feel into it and can tell for your own body how big your circle can be. So our chin comes down a little bit. So we're imagining drawing a circle with the crown of our head. We're starting, going one direction, just nice and little. So you feel into it. A little bit of crackling is normal. If you feel that your body is safe and comfortable, you can make your circle a little bigger. Just check in with your neck, check in with how that feels. Some of us have a little bit of vertigo if we do this, and so then we want to keep the circles smaller. You're still getting that movement, the base of your skull and in your neck, without creating any dizziness or discomfort. And then switch directions. You might notice one direction needs something different than the other direction. And check in. dizziness, any discomfort, make it smaller. Even a small circle is a perfect circle. And 3 more. And come to stillness. I'm going to do some shoulder circles. Take your fingers and place them on your shoulders. If that's not comfortable, you can just leave your hands in fist with your elbows bent. So hands on shoulders, elbows are starting pointing forward, and then we're moving the shoulders up, elbows out, around and back. So elbows forward, around and back, but we want to really be feeling our shoulders moving as we're doing this. If you have any discomfort in your shoulder doing this, make it smaller. So it's always smaller if there's discomfort. You're still getting the motion, you're still getting the benefits, but you're doing it in a way that your body agrees with. So making those circles, 2 more. And then when you get to the front, let's reverse them. Your size of circles. It doesn't matter what anybody else's size is. We all have different bodies with unique histories. We all start somewhere. And 2 more. And relax your arms down. Wiggle your shoulders out if you need to. We're going to do a little more spinal mobility here. So bring your arms up to a cactus. And now we're going to inhale here, open. And exhaling, bringing everything forward. Inhaling. Open your arms back to cactus. Exhaling, bring those cactus arms together. You can try to keep your arms shoulder height. If they get tired, you can drop them down. When you open, squeeze those shoulder blades together to help bring more openness to the front chest. One more. Might be feeling it in your shoulders. Wiggle your shoulders out, wiggle them out. And we're going to make some torso circles. So with our torso, our rib cage, the center of our body here, we're going to go to the right. And I'll place my hand here on my belly and my heart so you can see what this is looking like at home. And then we're going back. Try to keep your hips on the chair. If they want to lift up a little bit, that's okay. But make your circles smaller if you find that they're lifting up a lot. So you're rounding back, just like that cat-cow, and you're sending it, your torso, your ribs to the side, and then you're coming into a cow at the front, and then to the side on the other side. And you're continuing this circle. And let's do 2 more times this direction. And then as you get to the front, go ahead and reverse. Really feeling into your back, maybe your hips. If you haven't moved like this in a while, it might feel a little clunky. A little bit. And let's go 2 more times. And then come back to stillness. We're going to move into a little bit of some lower body. We are going to start with some ankle, some foot flexion and extension. So start by lifting your right leg. And if you need to support your leg with your hands, please do. And then point your toes and flex your toes. Point your toes, flex. Point your toes, flex. Point, flex, point, flex. 2 more times, you got it. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Go ahead and set that one down, and then we're going to pick the other one up. Left foot, heel goes towards the wall in front of you, and support that leg if you need to. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. 2 more. Point, flex, point, flex. Go ahead and set it down. Wiggle out anything that you need to. You can always use your chair as a brace as well. With that right knee, go ahead and bring it to the chest. Use your hand to support if you need to. Point that foot down, flex that foot up, point it down, flex it up, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Now go ahead and cross this right ankle over the left thigh, coming into the seated pigeon. You're going to feel this in your right glute. Go ahead and activate these toes. So flex them towards your shin. This might be enough for you sitting right here. And if it is, perfect. If you need a little more, go ahead and start leaning forward until you feel a sensation, a stretch that is not too much, but it's enough. We're not to a pain point. We don't want pain. It's okay to feel that deep stretch, but not to the point of pain. So find your sensation. That's not too much, but that's enough. Let's hang out there for a moment. Breathing into that right hip. Feeling those muscles lengthening, relaxing. And go ahead and rise up and place that foot down. And we're switching sides. Come to low lunge on the left. So pulling that right knee up and in. Holding it with your hands if you need to. And we're going to point and flex. Point, flex. And keep going. Ankle might crunchy, make some crunchy sounds. And as long as there's no pain, it's totally fine. If there's any ankle pain, you can go ahead and just squeeze your knee to your chest to make very small motions with your ankle that do feel good, maybe circles. And then go ahead and place that left ankle on that right thigh and let the knee drop down. So again, we're here in this seated pigeon. You may find that this is plenty for you. And if it is, stay here. If you need a little more, start to lean forward until you feel that sensation that is enough but not too much in that left glute, that left hip. And breathing into any tension, tightness. And on an exhale, just letting all that tightness go. You carry a lot of stress and tension here. Just letting it all go on an exhale. Feeling left side, release, relax, even to just the smallest degree. And then place that left foot back on the ground. And for our final pose, we're gonna just fold forward here. So if your forward fold is only halfway down, find a comfortable spot. Find a spot that feels really good to your body. And then we're gonna fold on forward. If this feels like you want a little bit more, you can stretch your legs out a little bit and then come forward. And resting here, giving your mind just a moment to settle before you continue on your day. Finding that breath in your belly again. If having your head down low is uncomfortable, then keep your head up higher. And wherever you're at, go ahead and walk your hands up your legs, taking a moment here, feeling that little bit extra freedom in your body, that little bit extra calm in your mind. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for taking this moment wherever you're practicing from. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.